My experience of parenting has taught me how vulnerable children are, how their caregiving needs are so high. You have to parent even when you have nothing left inside of you. Even when your job has taken everything, even when you do not feel good, they still need you. I personally have seen way too many kids die in unsafe situations because their parent was trying to work an overnight shift and the options that they had for childcare were non-existent. What do we need to do to make sure that all children grow up in safe, stable, and nurturing environments?
No one wants to be a bad caretaker. No one wants to hurt their child or neglect their child, but parenting is hard. Are we identifying the families and children who are most at risk? And are we utilizing our resources within our state to address our own needs?
Neglect can be something that's not intentional, and people sometimes misunderstand that. There's all kinds of misinformation out there about what is safe and what isn't safe. By teaching people, we can avoid that safety hazard and thus the connection to neglect.
We are losing one baby every 2.5 days in our state. These are preventable, and we never ever want a family to go through that loss.
Sadly, we've learned a lot from children that have passed away. When I was a young mom, I used bumper pads, and my kids slept in the crib that I slept in and laid them on their tummy and blankets, and we've learned now that's dangerous. CTF is doing a great job of educating parents.
We fund interventions that directly change families' lives, that give caregivers the tools that they need in order to be a successful parent. And we're also embarking on lots of new efforts around public education to really change our social norms.
We are there to find solutions. I can't tell you how many times I sit at the bedside and someone says, I was worried, but I didn't have a choice. If you're questioning, is this a safe place for my child? Is this a safe person for my child? Trust your gut. That's the time to ask for help.
It is incredibly satisfying to see the progress that families make who've had the opportunity to have support at this incredibly difficult time in their life.
If you support families by engaging with them from before the time the child's born, supporting them through those critical years, we can really make meaningful steps in prevention.
People have a tremendous heart for this issue, and I think people want solutions to these problems. If we work really hard and smart, we can create a measurable change because of the efforts and the investments that we make. And as a result of that, we will have healthier, happier, safer communities in the state of Missouri.